Remember that time that I caught you laughing at words I didn't mean to say. Remember that time that I caught you laughing at words I didn't mean to say.
Get online in no time and give your business a boost for $149. Web.com will design, build, and deliver a killer website in as little as 7 days. Our team of pros will do the work so you can focus on your customers. Web.com. One stop, all done.
I've always had trouble with my weight.
Now with Wegovy, I've seen real change. I've lost weight, and I'm keeping it off.
Wegovy helped reduce my appetite.
Wegovy is the #1 prescribed once-weekly weight management medicine for adults with obesity or some with excess weight.
People taking Wegovy lost an average of 35 pounds. Some lost over 46 pounds.
Wegovy shouldn't be used with other semaglutide-containing or GLP-1 receptor agonist medicines. Don't take Wegovy if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Wegovy. Stop taking Wegovy and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, trouble breathing, or swelling of your face or throat. Serious side effects may happen, including pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with type 2 diabetes, especially if you take medicines to treat type 2 diabetes. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes, or if you feel your heart racing while at rest. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Call your provider right away if you have any mental changes. Common side effects are nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, constipation, stomach pain, headache, tiredness, upset stomach, dizziness, feeling bloated, belching, gas, stomach flu, and heartburn. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
Wegovy helped us lose weight and keep it off.
Check your cost and coverage before talking to your healthcare provider about Wegovy.
Oh yeah, Z1HA. Yeah, I just dropped a new album. I literally just dropped a new album today. As a matter of fact, I just dropped a new album today, so it's already up on YouTube Music and all that stuff already. So yeah, anytime I make y'all wait, I might as well give y'all elevator music. And if I'm gonna give you elevator music, I might as well give you my elevator music. Shit, might as well. Might as well. That is what? That's 4 albums. That's 4 albums in 6 weeks. 4 albums in 6 weeks. I got 6 more albums to go. All right. What's going on, Flowers family? Z1 Ha, Ernest Earns, Carlin, Alfie Chico, Sappy Little, my brother Rodney Dinkins. Carlin, I don't make beats, I produce music. I have been producing music since the year of 2006. I'm just now starting to produce instrumental albums to put out of the music that I produce, but I've been producing for people for a while now. For a while. I've worked with maybe like seven A-listers and a bunch of C and B listers. We'll get the track, but I'm glad you asked about my music. 2012, one of the artists I worked with was actually featured in, that's when they were still doing magazines. Freshman Class. Yep, I produced the track for one of the artists that was on the Freshman Class, Arc to God. I've worked with Cash Money. I've worked with Lil Flip. We're not here for that though. But anyway, we here for track and field now, damn it. I can't be Noah and be selling my other stuff while I'm here. All right, shoot now. All right, y'all. Mr. JRE Productions, what's going on, baby? Natty DS, what it do? All right, y'all. So listen here. I'm not gonna be here for long at all because I'm supposed to be off. Y'all supposed to be here. Y'all know that. I is not supposed to be here. We had 9 full days of track and field. This damn microphone is still hot, okay? I did not plan on sitting here in front of y'all today, but thanks to Noah, I'm sitting here in front of y'all today. How y'all doing, students? I promise you, okay? Z1, I'm gonna give y'all that story one day. One day I'm gonna give like a life story of me outside of Ray's tape. You know, I don't even think a lot of people know that I'm a 32nd degree worshipful master. And anyway, it's a lot of stuff that I do. But anyway, let's get to this shit. Okay. Now we ain't even got to go into it. Everybody knew what he said. Okay. When he said it, I was like, I mean, he right to a certain extent. And the reason why I said he right to a certain extent is because I remember asking myself that question when I was a child. You know, I used to be like, man, why they call it the world? Why they won the world, but they ain't playing the entire world? I used to ask the same thing. I was like, that don't make sense. Why is it the World Series, but it's only the baseball teams in America? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with Noah. I'm right there with her. I used to ask the same question, like, how you gonna say you the world champion, but you only playing in America? Right there with him, baby. Right there with him, okay? Here's the problem, though, people. Here's the problem, okay? You don't say that, all right? It's certain stuff that is like, you know how the saying goes, well, understood don't need to be said. We understand that it's not the world, so it don't need to be said, okay? Here's why it don't need to be said. Because the people that do it are the people that could single-handedly buy the entire sport. Literally. We'll go with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is worth, I don't even know, but I'm going to guesstimate $385 million. Matter of fact, let's do it right here, students. You know we got it. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it. Kevin Durant's net worth, okay? Let's do that. Kevin Durant net worth. All right. Yeah, we're going to leave this site. Let me see. Okay. So as of right now, Kevin Durant is worth roughly $250 million. Okay. Kevin Durant is worth roughly $250 million. That's his contract for right now. We're not going to talk about his overall worth. We just talk about his basketball contract. We ain't going to go there, okay? Now we're going to do this right here. And then I'm going to get to my point here in a minute because, you know, I got to be long-winded with it. Noah Lyles' net worth. Okay? Noah Lyles has, according to here, Noah Lyles has a net worth of $3 million. Okay? That's what it says right here. Just for the sake of all of my arguments, let's type in Monzavius Edwards net worth. I want y'all to follow along with me too. All right. I want y'all to, you know what I mean by follow along with me. I want y'all to go Google the same stuff I'm Googling. All right. Monzavius Edwards' net worth is $1 million to $6 million. Nigga, where I got it at? Don't put that shit out there. You gonna have the IRS come looking for me, because that's a lie. And that is a damn lie. I ain't worth no damn 1 million, 6 million. That's on Buzz Learn. Okay. Come on down here to all famous birthdays. It ain't for one Monzavius Edwards. So let's just Google it like I'm doing. Monzavius Edwards' net worth $5 million. Okay. They need to stop telling these folks I got money like this now, because I ain't got money like that. I got some money, but I ain't got that type of money. Celebrity Age Wiki says Monzavius Edwards is worth $1 million to $5 million. Okay. All right. We're gonna stay there. We're gonna stay there. And that's where it stops at. Okay, so that's from Celebrity Age Wiki, Popular Bio, All Famous Birthdays, Buzz Learns. That's 5 different sites that got me listed at making 1 million to 6 million. Now, why am I saying that, people? I'm saying that because the track shit don't be accurate, okay? Yeah, it says Noah Lyles is worth $3 million. Noah ain't worth $3 million. He might be. I can't sit there and say he ain't. He might be. But all I'm saying is, well, shit, the same website that you get that from say the same thing about me. But what we can say is the Wall Street Journal says that Kevin Durant is worth $200 million. Okay. Let's stay right there. Stay right there with me. Stay right there with me, people. USATL net worth. Okay. USATL, a nonprofit, USATL, 33,796,532. Okay, this is from Nonprofit Explorer. All right, from Nonprofit Explorer. And this stuff is all, you can go find this stuff. It's researchable. The compensation for Max Siegelman in the year, well, I'll just go at this form. 2021 was $3,759,598. You can look this stuff up, people. Renee Washington, who's the chief operating officer, compensation from USA Track and Field was $1,591,156. Sarah Hollis, who's the chief of marketing and revenue, rolled down to $301,095. Okay. So why am I giving y'all these numbers? I'm giving y'all these numbers because Kevin Durant could donate and do a tax write-off and buy USA Track and Field and buy Noah. That's why I'm bringing these numbers up. Okay. That's why. All right. Watch this. You don't piss off people with money. Like, you don't like you don't do that. Like, those are the people you don't piss off. You don't watch this. There's an old saying you can only piss down. You can't piss up. Okay. Now stay with me. Because some of y'all probably got what I meant. Okay. You can't piss down. I mean, you can't piss up, you can only piss down. You can't piss up the ladder. You can't piss on anybody in the NBA. You can't piss on anybody in baseball. You can't piss on anybody that says we classify ourselves as a world championship sport. You can't piss on them. Why? Because you're so far down here to where your piss can't reach them. Okay? So, why piss off people who can buy you? You see what I'm saying? Because now watch this, flip it. If they can buy you, then why not kiss up to them? You see how the dynamics? Down, up. You see what I'm going here? See what I'm going here? Why not kiss up to them? Okay. Watch this. Here's what Noah should have said, or someone like me would have said with that same exact same thing. I would have turned it into a question for the whole NBA and everybody to come talk to me. I ain't saying jump in. I'm not. Watch this. You know what? It's weird. Now I'm going to give y'all what it would have been if I had been in that position. You know what, y'all? I appreciate this press conference and stuff like that. You know, I appreciate being world champion. You know, I worked hard at it. You know, I'm world champion 100 and 200. You know what? Not that it bothers me, but there's something that I always wondered. And I would love to, you know, talk to not that I'm trying to offend anybody, but I would love to hear from like the NBA or anybody like that on where did they come up with the title for world champion from? Not that I'm against it or anything. I'm just curious because I feel like I'm a world champion, so that makes me equivalent to a whole NBA team. I should be worth what they worth because I'm a world champion too. You see how I did that? You see how I played that? You're like, oh, you know, sure, I'm a world champion. They world champions. Sure, man, I need to figure out how to get some money like they getting money because they getting world champion money. I'm not. I'm going to say it again. They getting world champion money. I'm not. So how do I get my world champion title to match your world champion title? Let me befriend you. Let me not piss you off. Let me figure out how you're going to invite me to the NBA and say, hey, man, let's sit down. I know you did it. You was talking about some stuff. You had some questions. Yeah, I got some questions because I want to be able to take track and field and create track and field to be an organization like the NBA. I want to take track and field to be an association like the NBA. I want to take it to where track athletes are being, compensated the same way that world champions in your sport are being compensated. I want to sit down with y'all so that we could all be underneath the same umbrella of world champions. Because now, watch this. If you come at them like that, what do they have to do? They have to respect what you just said now. Easily, because you came humble. Even though you was right. Y'all can't be called world champions because you don't compete against the entire world. But you don't say that. You say, you know what? It's always puzzled me how the NBA is set up to where when they win, they're classified as world champions, but they don't really play outside the world. I would love to sit down with them to figure out how track and field can become an association the same way, because we also do have world champions here. Like myself, I'm a world champion. And I feel like the feat that I do is just as good as, world champions in the other sports. So what I would really like to do is sit down with some of the executives of the NBA and sit down with some of the executives of some of these other sports that have world champions and see how we can, navigate to where we're all accepted as world champions. See how I did that? I just said the same shit he said, but I ain't pissed nobody off when I said it. I ain't got Drake putting bars on me. Like, I ain't got nobody doing that. I ain't got KD and everybody in the NBA pissing on my name now. I ain't got that. I ain't got that. Now, it's one of those things where you got to play the game sometimes. And track athletes are so stuck on a high horse because of their sport to where they don't understand that high horse you own ain't even higher than a blade of damn grass where cows are at compared to every other sport in the world. That high horse that we be riding on can't even tread through a blade of grass. That's how low we are on the totem pole. So, hold on. Here's the thing. Within our sport, or track and field, okay, we live in this little bubble, all right? I'm talking about fans, athletes, everybody. We live in this bubble that we think is the greatest thing on earth. Because guess what? It is. Track and field is the greatest thing on earth. Speed is what everybody wants. Okay? Trust me. It's what everybody wants to have. So why are we at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to endorsements, when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to everything else? We're at the bottom. You know why we're at the bottom? I'm going to give y'all this analogy, okay? And I'm not trying to down diss nobody. I just say the shit that people don't want to hear. When you went to college, I'm talking to the people that went to college. We're going to have a for real heart-to-heart. Hell, forget college. We can even go high school, okay? Who were the cool kids? Who were the popular kids? Who were the people that everybody wanted to hang out with? Who was the people that everybody wanted to be around? Who was the people in college or whatever throwing parties that all the girls, all the guys wanted to go to? Who were the cool kids? It wasn't track and field people. You had a slice of people in track and field that were quote unquote cool kids, and they hung around the cool kids, but nowhere you ever went to, no college, nowhere, no campus, nowhere, did you ever see anybody saying, I'm trying to go hang out with the track group? Stay with me now, because I'm being honest. No campus in America, will you ever walk on that campus, they say, and any students like, hey, shit, hey man, when the track team having their party? Man, what's up with the track team? I want to go hang with our track team. It don't happen. So what we don't realize is that shit follows. It follows. Okay. When we done, the same people gonna be done and they gonna follow. Stay with me now. So here's what happens. You got a sport, okay, to where in just a regulation high school, college, track people are looked at as really uncool. They're not the cool kids. Call it what it is. Don't judge me. I'm just being honest. So now what happens is you get somebody like Noah to say what he said, and you're representing all of track and field. What did you just do for the entire sport? Nobody wants to see that level. Everybody wants to be right here. They want to be, no. Look at the overall picture. What did you do to the sport? You didn't make the sport look cool. You didn't make people like, man, I want to start watching track now. You made people laugh at us. You made people just start saying stuff like, well, I ain't even gonna go there. But you made the world laugh at us. That ain't helping. It helps you. It helped your numbers for your Netflix show. It helps that, but it don't help the sport. Now watch this. Here's what you also did to the sport. See, people don't think the way I think. I go layers, and they want to pretend like these layers don't exist, but they do. Netflix just dropped a whole documentary on steroids. They got Tim in that thing. They got all type of track athletes in it. It's geared around track athletes, Victor Conte and everybody. So now what happens? Okay, what's this track stuff? So now they get involved. They get interested because they don't know nothing about it. So now they get to go watch that type of stuff. Well, wait a minute. What they man talking about? Man, all y'all folks be winning shit, be getting popped and be dirty. You just open up that can of worms for us now. And you just invited that discussion. You literally invited that discussion in. Because now when they get to look at it and they get to digging, man, wait a minute. Man, y'all folks ain't even fast. Y'all folks are some druggies. Because they don't know no different. So now when you do that, Noah, you just won the 100 meter, the 200 meter. And then you got a medal in the 4x1. Outside of Usain Bolt, almost everybody that's done that has came out and, even Mo had his little run in. Outside of Usain Bolt, something drug related has tied to every person that's done that. So how do you think the outside world gonna think you an exception now? They not. They don't think like that. Guilty by association. Most people who win outside of Bolt somehow down the line come out with a strike on them. You're guilty by association now because they can't tell the difference. Guess what? There it is. You on drugs too then. Why? It's just certain battles and certain fights you don't want to pick. You just don't want to pick them at all. Because especially when you're talking about, I use our house. How dirty our house is. How dirty our house is. You want to bring in people to come look at it. No, not yet. Not yet. Let's get a few more runs. Let's get a few more clean years. Let's erase some of this drug stuff. And then let's invite everybody into our house. How you going to invite them in when the kid that just beat you, that's going to pop up when people start researching. He out of sport for drugs. So it's like, we don't think before we act or speak sometimes. A lot of people don't do that. We just speak and we don't analyze and think about what we're about to say. And it's called chess. It's called chess, not checkers. It's called chess. Oh, I'm downstairs. Downstairs. It's called chess, people. Not checkers. It's called chess. Noah was 100% right. He was. He wasn't wrong here. Like I started about soliloquy y'all by saying, I used to ask that same question. But now ain't the time. And you ain't the person. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Now, let's say Usain Bolt had said it. I can promise you the reaction would have been completely opposite. Right now, everybody in track and field is pretty much like, yeah, Noah, yeah, you right. But outside the sport, they like, who is this nigga? Literally, like, who is this nigga? That's what they doing. If Bolt says it, everybody's like, Well, I mean, that's Usain Bolt, so we might as well entertain him and be like, yeah, hey, we hear to say him because you're Bolt. You know what I'm saying? You don't win the world championships and then the next day diss a whole nother sport. You don't do that. like you don't win the world championships and then a day later literally disrespect an entire organization and multiple organizations at that, because multiple organizations call themselves world champions. Now, here's what y'all got to remember about these people. These people with money. These people with money are some of the arrogant mother truckers you ever gonna meet. Trust me, I work with them. These people with money are some of the most disrespectful, arrogant mother truckers you ever gonna meet. Now, if I got X amount of dollars and you got X amount of dollars, automatically now I'm about to ride you. That's how they are. Trust me, that's how they are. That's what I'm saying. Bolt could have got away with it. I don't understand why this shit's so hard. Like, it's like we sit and we say we want to be respected as a professional sport. We say we want to get paid more. We say we want changes in the sport. We want this and that. Well, every time we take 2-3 steps forward, we do some shit to shoot ourselves in the foot. Every time. Every single time. Every time. Now, here is the problem. We just not big enough, people. That's it. We're just not big enough for these type of fights. Like, we're not ready for these type of fights. We just not ready. You can't be the little dude on the block. And what I mean little dude, I'm talking track and field now. You can't be the little dude on the block and then go step up to the OG. Like, you really ain't the OG of the whole block. You just the OG of the street. Oh, really? Come on, y'all. Like, sometimes I think we be in this track and field frame of mind to where we just lose a sense of reality. Like, you're not finna go up. You ain't. I have to go trap, because that's why I was raised to take trap and everything else. If you just sold your first pound, all right? If you just sold your first pound or some good old kush, and you've been selling QPs and ounces for the last couple of years, and they like, you ain't gonna never be able to sell no pound though. And then you finally sell a pound. And then you don't sold your pound, and then you're gonna send a message to the dang gone kingpin of the whole city and be like, he really ain't doing nothing. I'm really running everything. You ain't gonna last long. Like, you just not gonna last long. Like, it's a respect thing. Like, no, you right, but respect it. That's it. Like, respect them, because those are the people that can actually help us. If y'all ever paid attention to me on Twitter, anytime Emmanuel Ocho freaking RG3, MJ, anybody above me speaks, I never go back at them. I'm not gonna do that. Why am I gonna do that? Because you can help me. You can help us. Emmanuel Ocho, hey man, look, I'm glad you tweeted at me, baby. Let's go. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna, hey, I'm on your side, bro. You see what I'm saying? You make alliances, not enemies. But what he did was his Netflix or whatever it is, the streaming thing that we watched, whatever, that thing gonna skyrocket. Them numbers going through the roof now. Them numbers going through the roof. But then when they watch it, if he show in the slightest bit, any type of corniness, any type of anything, they gonna drag him even harder. You gotta be careful what you asking for. And I don't know why people don't get that. You gotta be careful what you asking for in these streets out here. He asked for it. I don't know what to tell y'all. He asked for it. Meaning, he asked for the publicity. Now, here's what happened. Per usual, per everything, it'll go away in a couple of days. Nobody will talk about it. But when his name is mentioned, they're going to remember. That's his stigma now. Because the stigma you put on yourself was this right here. The first time an NBA player or NFL player or anybody heard your name or knew you existed, it came from you disrespecting them. Am I the only nigga that's like a real nigga in the sport or something? Am I the only nigga that can see this type of stuff? Like, maybe maybe I am. Am I not like I don't get it. Like, I don't get. Sometimes I just be like, who raised y'all? Like, literally, like, who raised y'all? Who made you think that was, who did that? Who helped you write that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's the problem with track and field in itself. Our athletes are they on such a high horse to where they don't realize that fucking high horse ain't even no horse. We ride the little shit at the fair, the mechanical horses. We got to come off that horse and understand our role. We got to understand our role in order for us to even get a new role. How we gonna be even trying to evolve and befriend the other sports when we do shit like that? And then half of us in the track world. Yeah, he was right. He was. Nobody's arguing that fact. But god damn, we trying to get out of the ghetto. We trying to get out of the ghetto. You just push us right back into the ghetto. Shit. You put it right back in the ghetto. Because what you want to do is you want to make them people like you. You want to make the people you made mad. No, you want them to like you. So that then they can invite you in. And when they invite you in, then you can say how you feel. And then they can possibly even help you to help everybody else. You went shooting at them, pop, not understanding, bro, don't you know they finna shoot back? And when they shoot back, they shoot at all of us now because we all together. We track and field. Now that's how, in their mind, that's how every other nigga in track and field think. In their mind, they think every other track and field nigga act just like that. I'm telling y'all, because I'm out there with these people. I had to have the same argument with coach them there and show them like, no, I'm showing you what these folks saying. These folks is laughing at us. Man, we don't need that. I get the whole good publicity, bad publicity, yada, 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 but that shit don't help in the overall. That shit ain't help nothing. That shit ain't help nothing at all. That shit ain't help nothing at all. Nothing at all. It ain't help nothing but his case. sometimes, and again, I'm just gonna say this one more time. Even if you say it next month. You know what I'm saying? Like, say it 2 months down the line. Don't say it right after you just won 3 gold medals, but there's also tweets of you saying, I'm gonna run 9.6, I'm gonna run 19.19. Do you know what a nigga like me, if I was an NBA nigga, would do to you now? I would ruin you. Like I would take you to what? Barbershop open like Alabama talk, baby. I would have ran you through the mud. We gotta think. We gotta think. You know how many comebacks, how many shots they could have came back? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. It ain't helping the overall. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, because everybody's like, we need attention, we need attention, we need attention. Like 5 minutes. We need attention, we need attention, we need attention. Blase, blase. Hold on. But all the attention that we getting don't mean it's good attention. It don't mean it's good attention. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, for the umpteenth time, he was right. He right. Every other sport called themselves world champions. And we the world champions. We're world champion. Yeah. You're not, but let's go with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let's do it, world champion. Let's go, baby. I'm one of them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna downgrade anything or anybody that's above me. You just don't do that type of stuff. That's just the type of stuff you don't do. You don't go against anybody that's above you. That's just point blank. Like, I don't know how many different ways I can say it. You just don't do that. You don't do that. Like AJ just said, world champions, but broke. I would take that world championship off my name then. Look here, NBA, NFL, I trade you. Shit, you know what? I trade you, god doggone it. I trade you. I would trade you. Take my shit off too, and let me get the money y'all getting. Or how can I get the money y'all getting with that title? Because when you giving me that title as a track athlete, that shit ain't worth nothing no more. Why? Because we talking about business and marketing, them folks calling themselves the same things over there, and they can pay millions of dollars. Millions to be world champions. And I got 60,000? Man, F a world championship, man. Can we get an association? Can we get a TBA? Or whatever you want to call it, shit, TNFA? Goddamn, can we get a track and field association? Damn, the world championship title. Can we get some money? See, can we get a union? Can we get what y'all got? Damn, what's happening? Not that you want, you keep it. You want, you keep it. We don't even need it. Shit, we don't need it. That shit ain't worth nothing to us. It ain't worth nothing for us. That title alone means nothing. It only means something in our sport. But nobody outside our sport gives a damn that you called yourself the world champion. Could care less. Let the Dallas Cowboys win and say they're the world champions. Everybody just jumped on the train. Cowboys, world champions. Guess what? Because the Cowboys now have a hat that says world champions, they just made a whole lot more money. A whole lot more. It didn't say U.S. champion. Why? Because U.S. champion from a marketing standpoint don't say shit. Don't y'all understand that? Like, it's marketing. Like it's marketing 101. Saying, even in basketball, the world champions sounds better than saying the U.S. champions. That shit don't hold no weight. Shit ain't hold no weight. Which again is why there's no value in us saying it. Ain't no value in being a world champion. What? Not in track and field. So you would rather have the world champion track and field title than The world champion NBA NFL? I think not. Shit, you lying to me today. You lying to me. Use a lie. Ain't no way in hell you would say, oh yeah, I'd rather have track and field world champion by my name than, bro, stop. If they came to and one of us or and one of y'all or and body in track and field, and them folks said, we will put you on the NBA roster for minimum wage. If you say, I'm not the world champion, guess what you gonna do? Well, look at, baby, you right. I ain't the world champion. I'm just track and field guru. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do, man. So where I sign my check at, man, come on. Folks don't be want to get a real. And I be trying to get folks the real, man. These folks be camouflaging. I'm talking about camouflaging. When I say camouflaging, So all I'm saying is this right here, okay? He was right. He was right. He was right. He was right. But he shouldn't have said it. That's just that. That's just that. Watch this. Colin Kaepernick. I ain't trying to go to the extreme, but it's the first thing I thought about. Colin Kaepernick. He was right. He was right. He shouldn't have took a knee. You gotta do things in the order to where you win and you don't lose at all. That's it. That's all I'm saying. It's like, no, Noah right. Noah's 100% right. Man, I done asked that question 100 times, but I've asked that question within myself. I ain't went to now one of my NFL clients, now one of my NBA clients and be like, man, y'all ain't really world champs. We the real world champs. What? Ray, what? I'm going to another gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I'm not going to do that. I was like, well, why would I do that? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that at all. Man, Tavon, y'all ain't no world champs, man. Y'all just football players. Y'all won in America. What'd you say, Ray? I said y'all ain't no real world champs. Guess what Tavon Austin finna no longer do? Hey, Ray. See, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Okay? And it ain't about Noah losing money. Edward, I saw your post. I saw your comment. It ain't about Noah losing money. It's about what that does to everybody else. We can't keep tiptoeing this line. And that's the problem I got. We tiptoe this line about we want all track athletes to be treated better. We want all track athletes to make money. We want all track athletes to get about this is a poverty sport. But then when one athlete does some shit like that, that's gonna mess it up for everybody. It's like, well, he helped himself. That's the fucking problem we got in our sport. Every athlete is so fucking concerned with helping themselves and helping their own net worth to where they don't give a damn about the actual sport. They don't. Not a single one of them. On no level. When they get to the level to where they can actually say some shit to help change some shit down here, they don't. They say ignorant shit like that. You got a microphone, bro. Watch this. I can't think his name, but the NBA dude for playing for the Celtics just got that brand new contract, $300-some million. And when they asked him what was he gonna do, the first thing that came out that man's mouth was how he was gonna help change the city. He didn't say shit about going and buy nothing. He was like, I'm about to give money for this. I'm about to give money for that. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. He took advantage of this. Jaylen Brown, that's his name. He took advantage of this opportunity and he shined an entire new light on basketball players. But when we get up there, we say stupid shit. We can't get up there and be like, well, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a world champion, but I'm a world champion in a sport that don't take care of his athletes. I'm the world champion in a sport to where if you don't get to where I'm at, you pretty much homeless. I'm the world champion of a sport to where there's 98% of the athletes getting cut right now. I'm a world champion of a sport to where if you don't make top 3 in your country, you literally are having mental depression because you can't pay your rent. That's what you use that spotlight for. You don't use the spotlight to go shit on nobody. You use it to bring light to the sport. Because even with that same thing, you can manipulate that shit so many different ways. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm a world champion, but to me, it don't really mean a lot because so many other sports like basketball, football, they have the same title of world champion. Yet they are compensated in different ways for being a world champion. We're not compensated the way that we should be for being world champions in our sport. And I don't think that any of the other athletes that are here at the championship are compensated in the way that they should be compensated for being at a world championship. Because in every other sport, even if you don't win the world championship, if you go to it, you're getting paid just to be there. You get paid per game in the NBA. You get paid per game in the NFL when you're trying to win a world championship. So in my sport, we got all these athletes that are here at the world championship, which is equivalent to an NFL Super Bowl, which is equivalent to an NBA Finals. But I'm the only one that can survive off of it because I actually won. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like the shit is deeper. Well, at least for me, the shit be deeper than just the surface level. Like, come on, y'all. Like, I'm just, like I always say, I'm just a nigga that's gonna be real. I'm just a nigga that's gonna be real. I just feel like he was right. He was right. But I just think that he could have utilized that opportunity to do it a whole different way. That's it. That's it. Because now you have got the attention of the entire world upon us, but it don't help us. It helps you, but it don't help nobody else. So y'all gonna have to miss me with the whole, well, it brought attention to the sport. It brought it. Are y'all not reading the comments? That's the attention we want. We want the negative attention. We want the cornball attention. That's what we want. We want that. When again, he could have said what he had to say, but he could have said it in a manner to make everybody respect him, as opposed to disrespecting him. That's it. When you get this thing right here and you get that opportunity, it's gonna make or break not just you, but whatever it is you're in, whatever you're a part of. Period. I don't know how many times I can say it before I get off here. I am not disagreeing with what he said. I'm disagreeing with how he said it and when he said it. Because, sir, you had the opportunity to say the same thing, but say it in a different light, to where this morning we might could have got a KD to goddamn send some money over here. You know what I'm saying? We could have got an NBA team to say, man, goddamn, I ain't know y'all folk were hurting like that. We could have got an NBA owner to be like, man, damn, you don't want the world championships and the rest of y'all and everybody, yeah. You can say what you said, but then say the rest. That's it. That's it. Because Edward, no matter how you put it, that's not regular. When you say, yeah, watch this. Noah Lyles gets up there and says, yeah, I'm a world champion, but I don't feel like my world championship is equivalent to an NBA player's world championship, or it's equivalent to a Major League Baseball world championship. I feel like I'm the world champion, but because a lot of other sports say the same thing, it makes it hard for me to really feel it, because they are shown and compensated for having that title. And I don't give a damn what y'all say. Noah Lyles is not making what a NBA player would make for winning a world championship. That's not a real world championship. So you use that moment, you use that platform, you use that microphone to bring awareness. That's it. say the same thing, but bring awareness. I'm gonna give it to y'all again. You know what? I got something to say. I'm gonna give y'all my interview again. You know what? I got something to say. I'm a world champion in the 100-meter dash. I'm a world champion in 200-meter dash. Me and my fellow teammates, we're world champions in the 4x1. That title, world champion, that title, I feel like should mean more than it does to me right now. Well, what do you mean? Well, let me explain to you. I've worked my entire life to get to this point right here, to be called a world champion. The same way any basketball player has worked since their childhood to become a world champion in their sport. The same way an NFL player has worked since their childhood to become a world champion as a quarterback. The same way anybody else have in baseball have worked since childhood and had a dream of becoming a world champion. We all had the same dreams as kids. But somehow, some way, within the sports and the organization, we have been forgotten about as athletes. And we're also world champions. So it's hard for me to feel as great as I should about being a world champion, because I feel like my country doesn't value it the way it values the rest of the sports. My country calls football and basketball players when they win world champions, but I mean, they only play in America. I'm not dissing that. I'm just saying, like, they only play in America and they're called world champions, which makes it's fine because there's no football anywhere else in the world. So you can say that. What I would like to see is I would like to see track athletes get the same type of recognition for being a world champion as other sports. Edward, guess what? People would have turned it off, but the people that matter would have heard it. That's what you're missing. Y'all would have turned it off. The people that matter, they would have heard that. Fans, all fans and regular people care about is what, like you say, what's the next TikTok? In 2 days, nobody's even going to care about this because that's the fan perspective. That's the fan perspective. That's the regular person's perspective. In order to change anything, you have to get the attention of the people up top. That's just that. That's just that. That's my take on it. That's it. I know what y'all wanted me to say. Y'all wanted me to be behind Noah. Yeah, this, yeah, that, yeah. No, we got to remember, I'm a nigga who run track. I'm not a track nigga. So sometimes I'm going to see shit from the outside world looking in. I'm not going to see shit from the inside track and field looking out. That's just that. Like, inside track and field, it look cute. Outside track and field, that shit look corny as hell. And until we in track and field realize how the outside world views us and change it, we're never going to get out of this ghetto. Never going to get out of this ghetto. You know how many people tell me, Ray, I ain't started watching track till you start doing a show about it. Yeah, nigga, because I know what the real world want to see and hear. I do, like, nigga, I know what y'all want to hear. I know what y'all want to see. I know y'all think this shit bored as hell. I know y'all think that we don't do shit but run. The average person thinks that y'all don't do shit until every 4 years. That's what the average person thinks. The average person thinks that a track athlete only does shit every 4 years. And that's what we working with. and we want to step up and put our chest out when they look at us like y'all really ain't nothing. But we gonna stick our chest out like, yeah, we the real world champions. Oh my God. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? That's just that. One thing for certain, two things for sure. My world evolves about 20% track and field, 80% outside of track and field. So when I be coming to y'all and I be talking, I'm really a nigga from the real world talking to track and field. And I'm also the nigga that's taking track and field and trying to push it to the real world. I'm gonna say it again. I spend about 20% of my time in track and field, the other 80% in the real world. But most track and field people spend 100% of their time inside track and field. Year round, track and field is year round for them. They don't ever get outside of the bubble. So when you can't get outside of the bubble, you can't hear or see what they saying about you. Because if you could hear and see what they saying about you, you probably wouldn't say shit like that to them. Love y'all. I'm out of here. I got shit to do. I wasn't even supposed to be here tonight.